Elon Musk has said there's been a massive drop in revenue. He blames it on activist groups pressuring advertisers over content moderation issues, even though nothing has changed yet. Who's leaving?
Audi's leaving, GM is leaving, Pfizer is leaving. Really big names are leaving, Emily. And to your point there, Elon was tweeting yesterday, he tweeted a poll saying, what do advertisers stand behind? Free speech or political correctness? Those are the only two choices. And Emily, I actually think that's probably a little bit of a false choice for these brands. They are looking at Twitter as a place to put dollars and find some return on that ad spend. That return is going to be kind of number one in their minds. As we've seen, Twitter, the business kind of, convulsing over the last week with laying off about half of the workforce, with questions around who is leading different departments, and with Elon trying to counter that by assuring advertisers that they will be moderating content on the platform. It seems like a lot of these big names are deciding right now to take a pause. And I would say this is a pretty problematic thing for Twitter. You'll remember the last earnings report they had, they actually saw revenue decline from a year prior in that quarter. And now Elon is taking a company that is private and will have about $1 billion interest bill every year for the debt that they use to take this company private. So advertisers here are the lifeblood. Elon's coming in with a little bit of perhaps sauciness at them for leaving the platform, but they will absolutely need those dollars moving forward.
All right, so we're talking Volkswagen, Pfizer, General Mills. Let's talk about the layoffs. Employees started getting emails early in the morning that they were being terminated. Who's getting let go? Is it that 3,700 number that we've been reporting?
Right now, it seems like it is inching toward that 3,700 number. And you have some teams, like you mentioned at the top, like the communications team, that have been completely gutted, losing about 88 of their 90 employees. So you have folks kind of all the way across the board. And Emily, one of the reasons why advertisers might actually be pausing is sort of related to how this is being handled. It is typical in a acquisition or in a change of leadership for the new leaders to come in to kind of take a survey of the land and to kind of approach these things a little bit differently. The way that Elon has come in with these kind of emails, sometimes overnight for employees, and what some employees are looking at as kind of a coin flip, has injected a lot of, some would call it chaos into the business. So we're seeing the cuts across the board. There are some areas he's saying and urging, perhaps for that advertiser audience, that he is bringing the tools back online for content moderation, and areas like that that he has made care to reference in the last 48 hours. But it does seem like it's pretty broad based across the company in terms of where those headcount cuts are coming from.
Meantime, Twitter's being sued in a class action lawsuit by employees who say their termination is wrongful, or that at least under California employment law, he can't make big changes like this before 60 days have passed. Can you explain the lawsuit to us and how good of a case they have?
Sure. In the state of California, where we both are, Emily, right now, there's something called a WARN notice, where employers have to give a 60-day notice before laying off above a certain threshold of people, that Twitter is certainly clearing that threshold. This is a lawyer who's bringing this class action suit, who actually has led a suit against Musk before over a similar matter for layoffs at Tesla. You'll remember Elon Musk told our very own editor-in-chief that he saw that suit as trivial. So you can imagine how he might perceive this suit today. That lawyer did come back just this afternoon and say that she's happy to see that some of the severance packages are actually paying out employees over the number of days, some employees over the number of days that are legally required. So it seems like there could still be some activity on that case, but certainly with the swiftness of the decision that was made, there are a lot of questions raised around legality, both here in the state of California, and you can probably imagine in some of the other countries where Twitter has offices as well.